Road racing and everything to do with motorbikes was always a family thing. Back then, about racing, motorbike racing in general, yeah, it was certainly, from my point of view, it was a family affair, because my immediate family were all the ones that were around me. Everybody knows everybody, people help out, nobody wants to see anybody stuck or anything like that. They do call it the road race family. The shop is here since 1974, 1975, when Dad opened up the shop. At that stage he was in partnership with another guy called Mario McCarry, Italian. So they opened it up as repairs and probably selling second-hand bikes. Developed us into then selling new bikes as well. At that stage there was a couple of mechanics employed. That's the way it started. As the years went on, the first family member to become involved would have been Paula, my sister. Paula came down here to work for her school holidays one year and stayed for 16 years, I think. She used to look after the office end of things, sales, and the general shop end of things. As soon as I was old enough to come in here, and summer holidays and Saturdays, that was me. I used to, if I wasn't in school, I was pretty much in here, learning as much as I could. My mum also used to help then as well. She would do the messages for us. She'd go around on her moped, picking up parts, and also doing a little bit in the shop, serving, and that was the four of us involved. First bike I had was when I was 5 years old. A little Yamaha 50cc off-road. Used to bring it up to Phoenix Park, and while the Rangers weren't watching, have a little spin around on it. You certainly wouldn't do that nowadays. It's in the lucky position of having a dad and a mum that were both very passionate about motorbikes. In Mondello Park one Sunday, we were down, I was spectating, and myself and my dad were lying over the fence watching racing, and he said to me, "Would you like to have a go?" And of course, didn't need to be asked twice. I got the money together to buy a bike. Probably just working down in the shop part-time. Got together enough money to buy a Yamaha TZ 125 which in fairness needed work to be done to it, but that wasn't an issue here because we were well able to do all that. First time I ever rode it, I was just mesmerised, because I'd never ridden a race bike, and to be out on a track with not worrying about traffic or anything like that, it was an amazing experience. Different buzz at a road race, because it's a more dangerous discipline than short circuits. It's maybe short circuits be a little bit more relaxed about, whereas road racing, there's always a sort of an edge to it because there can be consequences if things go wrong. Not saying you can't get hurt on a short circuit, but road race you've more chance, shall we say, of getting hurt if you do fall off. So, but yeah, as I say, it is like a big family, and everybody looks out for everybody, and nobody wants to see anybody in trouble, or certainly nobody wants to see anybody getting hurt. As things changed over the years, we became just a two-person operation, self and Dad. That's the way we ran for a long time. In 2017, then Dad passed away. So now we're down to a one-person operation with a little bit of outside help from my daughter Alison, who give me a hand with the paperwork end of things, and Laura, also second eldest daughter. The way it is at the moment, I try and do everything myself. I can only do what I can do, but it suits at the moment. It's a big thing nowadays to employ people. It's an expensive thing. You want to make sure that it's going to work. And I suppose because I've worked myself and just my dad for so long, it's probably just a trust issue as well. Can you trust anybody to do the thing the way you do it yourself? So for me, it would be a big leap of faith to get somebody in here full time, somebody that, from maybe outside of the family circle, just probably just not ready to do that at the moment. Maybe someday, or maybe some of the family would want to start getting more involved. I'd never push it on any of them. Have a son, Graham, who probably would be the most likely one. I don't think Susan, my other daughter, would have much interest. She has her own things going on. Maybe Graham would be the one that would want to step up, but I'd never force it on anybody. If nobody wants to get involved, that's fine too. If they do, well, maybe it would be nice to keep the name going for another generation, but each generation it gets tougher and tougher and tougher, so say from that point of view, I wouldn't push it on anybody. Because it is tough. It's tough going by times. It's when you've only got yourself to answer to, and you can't switch off. You can't just walk away, and there's a lot of responsibility. So from that point of view, I wouldn't push it on anybody. But if somebody from the family wanted to become involved, well, if it was their time, you'd have to embrace that and let them give it their best shot.